Even if she doesn't get the letters, it lets the Americans know we care. This is our sister. We care. Not just 1, 2 or 3 of us care. Hundreds of us care. And we are not going to forget her. So we need to keep the letters going. We need to continue digging and researching, because sadly, Aafia plus 3 isn't an isolated case. If the feedback that we have been getting and the investigations that have been coming back are true, there are scores of Miriams and Ahmeds being held in US-controlled prisons in Pakistan and Afghanistan. These are the kids caught up in the war on terror. During one of my last trips to Afghanistan, somebody from Pakistan intelligence told me that his counterpart in Bagram said, "I don't know what we're going to do with all of these kids. They're getting into their teens now, they're feral, they don't know who they are, they don't know where they're from, and they're becoming troublesome." My God, what is going on in Afghanistan, in Pakistan? We have to raise awareness to the wider world. As I say, the Americans think by stopping me from flying off to America from Heathrow, they can shut me up. Well, as I say, it would take a bullet to shut me up. Not that that is an invitation. But we have to keep on asking, we have to keep on demanding, we have to keep putting on pressure, we have to keep holding events like this. One of our senior researchers, Asim Qureshi, I'm sure you've heard of him. He has done a lot of work in Pakistan. He's gaining a lot of trust. It's not easy to go out to Pakistan and get people in authority, people who've lost loved ones, to open up. As I say, what's happening with Aafia is just one little case. And I think that caged prisoners is beginning to realise that all roads do lead back to Pakistan. We need to hold conferences there, public awareness there. We need to speak to more victims out there. The MO is always the same whenever you speak to people who've been caught up, who've got family who had disappeared. And we say, why didn't you raise the alarm? Every one of them was told, keep quiet and you'll get your loved ones back. Make a fuss, you'll never see them again. And there are hundreds who have disappeared in Pakistan, along with their children. This is vital work that we are doing. We need to put pressure on to the American government to release Aafia. We need to exert pressure in Pakistan with the Pakistan government. There's a small conference at the end of this month in Islamabad, in which the diplomatic community have been invited. It will be quite a high-profile conference, and it's to put pressure onto them, to tell them Aafia is not going to go away. Nobody is going to rest until she is back out of US custody. Nobody is going to rest until she's back with her family. Nobody is going to rest until we know where all 3 children are and that they're safely back with her. And then we've got the business of finding out about hundreds of others. So our work will continue, but we can only make it continue with your help and we do need your help, and I'm going to stop at this point and invite Maqbool Javed, who's also from Cage Business, to add to what I've said, and if there are any, I don't know if we will have time for questions and answers later on, but I want you to just consider this about Aafia Siddiqui. She's kidnapped, she's tortured, she's renditioned with her 3 kids from her hometown in Pakistan. She's then ripped away from her children, buried away and abused in dark prisons, used as some scientific experiment for 5 dark years. Then she's shot by the Americans, and she is the one in prison on an attempted murder charge. Well, it's a conviction now. It is absolutely ludicrous. We cannot allow this to continue. We cannot allow this injustice to go on. And we have to get through to the Americans that we will continue shouting about this injustice until she is returned. We have to keep the pressure up, not just in our home communities in the UK, but in Pakistan and in as many communities across the world as we possibly can. The fight for Aafia, the fight for justice is growing, and it's growing at a fast rate. I count my visa incident as a plus sign. It shows that they're getting worried. It shows that they want to try and keep a lid on it, while we have to show them that the genie is now out of the bottle. And as long as any one of us has got a breath in our body to demand justice for Aafia, we will continue to demand it. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.